Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. Dragon is doing more than just pulling weeds right now. He is collecting seeds from dandelions, some that have yet to open, some that are already opened, and he's going to tell us
I'm not saying anything.
what he's planning on doing with them. In the meantime, we have been
Kevin's gonna tell us all about it.
also carrying in plants because we are preparing for a few nights hovering around freezing. So we wanted to get in some of the things that we had brought out, including some raspberries and blackberries, yarrow, hollyhock, Jacob's ladder, herbs. Everything has been taken into the back of the store. Some of the berry plants have been displayed on the shelving inside, and tomorrow we will finish taking everything else out inside that needs to go in, primarily all of the roses. Find a place for those guys to go so that they are also protected as we enter the next little cold snap. Happy Monday, Dragon.
Happy Monday, Kevin. Welcome back to the farm.
Oh, thank you.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. I've been right here with you all day.
So tell me what's going on with these dandelions.
You're going to tell us. They've heard enough from
You told me collect the seeds, so what am
No.
I collecting them for?
You told me collect the seeds.
People, who do you believe? Let people answer who they believe. I was gonna buy some dandelion seeds actually for our event parking lot. I got some clover already, dandelions. Looking to buy them, then I'm like, what if we just spend some time and collect them? We have plenty of dandelion around here, so. Best is to get them actually like this so they don't spread. These are ripe, and if you open them, they're all there. You can see the brown little seeds. You can let them dry for a few days, and then we're gonna spread them down in the field. Ideally, it would be good to spread them right before the rain, just like we did the other day when we planted the clover. That kind of helps, the rain kind of helps them stay down on the ground in the soil instead of getting blown over, because they easily get blown over. That's how they spread. I know that we are so used to dandelions being presented to us as a weed in our yards back in the city when we lived, and everywhere people are always, you can see in the lawn, what's it called, fertilizer and commercials, you can see the dandelion is always marked as an enemy, but it's actually extremely beneficial plant. Same with clover. For our pollinators, mostly bees, it's extremely rich in pollen, which bees feed on. There are places in our yard that we don't want the clover, such as this aisle here. Sorry, clover, not the dandelions, but they'll come. Anyhow, they're spread by wind. You guys know very well how that little puffball of dandelions, once they're nice and ripe, how they spread. Just a little blow of wind. But in our parking lot areas, since we're only gonna use that parking as an overflow parking on the weekends, and our farm fests that are happening only 4 times a year right now. We're looking to create a nice pollinator-friendly lawn that doesn't require weekly cutting. And when it's in bloom, it's going to be pretty, but also functional. It's going to help our bees that we have. So there's also another plant that we have in the yard that I just realized when I was talking to ChatGPT or what are the good drought-resistant, pollinator-friendly plants, and clover is one of them. Dandelion's a second. That third one, Kevin, that we have in our yard, what is it? Right there.
Oh, chamomile?
Chamomile, yes. So we're gonna, the next couple days, we'll show you guys chamomile in a second. We're just gonna dig them out and move them down into the parking area. Dandelion seeds are not cheap, and these are free. Just require a little bit of back work. Dandelion leaves, if you guys notice, look very similar to arugula lettuce, and they're actually edible. They are best if they are harvested before the blooms because they can be very bitter once they bloom. So we are about a week or so behind on harvesting leaves that go well with a sweet dressing to balance that tartness. But otherwise, yeah, they're very good source of greens. What else, Devin? What else you got?
I don't know. You're getting a little top heavy here on this. I have to cover it up because of the wind.
What?
Starting to blow some of your seeds out. Keep this covered. Neil was also here today working on a few farm projects like mulching up the fig orchard right over near the recently planted berry orchard and doing a few other things.
And all the new trees that we planted down in the field, all of those are mulched too.
Mulched up all of the cornelian cherries and the walnut trees that we just talked about in last week's vlog. Dragon got a few more things potted up today inside the greenhouse as well. There's a nice, beautiful cluster of puffed up dandelions right here. We'll grab those before we take off. It's at least been sunshine today, a little bit cool, but not terribly windy. So it's been pleasant work outside weather. Don't you agree, Dragon?
I agree. I have no choice but to agree.
Oh, wow. Wow. We'll put it on the calendar anyways. All right. I think that's it. We still have to finish the rest of the chores. It's almost 6 p.m. Chickens are going to get restless, even more so. And the ducks are already moving around the orchard. So gonna go and tend to everybody else. Catch up with you guys later. Right there in the middle. In the middle. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to the scene of the crime. We are down on the orchard with the bulk of our main flock back here in this beautiful, lush grass, deciding this time around to do the same treatment that we are doing with the yearlings by giving them access only to the interior rows of our orchard, blocking off the fruit trees on either side so that they cannot get to them and destroy them. They are used to the fence at this point in time. The branches are high enough, hopefully, that even if they go up to reach for them, they will get quite a shock. But outside of that, you can see just how thick and green the grass is here. So this will hopefully keep them pacified and happy to be down here in this part of the pasture. It also allows our big pasture an opportunity to have a break from grazing, to recover and rebound a little bit, especially as the temperatures are starting to warm up. And we are getting our meat chickens out in that area. We want to make sure that the land gets an opportunity to rest while we are doing our rotational grazing. We have literally chased these sheep all over the farm, so it's nice to see them back here in a little bit of a calm space that they enjoy so much. And Dragon is joining us now live from the field to tell us a little bit more. Dragon, how was your experience this morning?
I don't know. Good. The two people that walked behind the sheep, they were struggling.
No.
That was a big struggle. Whoever those are.
Neil and I didn't see anybody behind us, so we aren't sure who was back there.
No, it's good to have the sheep down here. We learned that you have to protect the trees no matter what. At least for now, for the next couple of years until they're really mature. We'll give them another try. But yeah, we have these super lush grass here that we had meat chickens for 3 years.
3 years, I think.
2 years, I think.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Hold on, we got an emergency.
Uh-oh. This girl was just upside down by the coop. She's not.
Something's wrong with it. It might be, yeah, that's a rye neck.
Can't hear you, Dragon, when you whisper.
That's a rye neck, I think, that when they... I don't think that there's a way of saving her.
What's rye neck?
It's
Genetic.
I don't know if it's a genetic, what kind of, it's a disease in the poultry that throws their balance off and they can't get the balance back. Kevin will do the research and he'll tell us what exactly is rye neck, but we'll see if she gains the balance back or not. But typically, sign of the rye neck, they actually curve their head way back. And that's why it's called rye neck, because she's not doing it, but she just doesn't have a balance for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on her. Anyhow, back to the sheep. So yeah, I was saying that you can actually see from this side how lush this grass is. And that flock of dozen yearlings, they can't keep up with this grass. We are rotating this flock over in the pasture over and over and not letting that grass recover. So I might as well try and put them here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have about 10 rows that we can put them in.
And this grass is bouncing back a lot quicker than the big pasture.
With grass this tall, we can at least keep them, maybe 3-4 days in it. And then time stand, that gives us 1.5 months, so that will give plenty of time even for the big pasture to recover, or whatever we decide to do next. But yeah, we have some shade over there too. We're gonna grab the trees whatever they can reach, but that's fine.
The bulk of them are protected.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Right, on to the next project.
Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to a day of sadness, recovery here inside of the greenhouse. We are in day 2 today of 3 days of a frost advisory here in our area, which means we have been trying to keep this space down, the windows, the sides down at least, holding in the heat as much as possible and having the heater on at night. It still was relatively cool outside today, but amidst all of the ongoing projects and things happening here on the farm, we neglected to come inside to gauge the temperature. Dragon?
Yeah, really, really frustrating day. Hard lesson learned. Despite being only 55 degrees outside, greenhouse was approaching 120 when I walked in with everything closed in. So quite a bit of damage on herbs, but they'll recover because I'm planting a shear. Anything in a smaller plant, those tomatoes are burned. Unfortunately, some of the peppers you've seen that I had to pull them out, they got quite burned. Tomatoes in the ground, however, didn't feel a thing. But clematis, you saw me trimming the clematis, it got burned. All the pretty stuff that I planted yesterday, begonias, just got scorched big time. You can zoom in on them.
We saw them a little bit ago.
I guess not bad, all things considered. But it sucks. It really does. It hurts. Yes, I'm looking into getting a sensor that can tell us when temperatures approaching certain degrees. But I didn't expect it to heat that much, considering there was only 55. I think I mentioned this before, that it's usually 20, 30 degrees difference between inside and outside, but twice as hot, I did not expect, unfortunately. So I can see that even the rows got burned. Like literally everything got field for. The creeping, this ivy got quite scorched. We watered everything last night. But I'm gonna water everything again and hope that this bounce back, this planters got really, really what's it called? That
The fuchsia bell.
Fuchsia shade, and they like heat, but nothing likes that much heat. So yeah, it really sucks. But it is what it is. There's no going back now. So just gonna water everything. We replaced the peppers that got burned, really burned. You can see how the root is wet, but they're crispy. You can actually hear the crumbling. That's how bad heat got here. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and water everything again, like we did last night, and I guess we can close the sides now. It's 52 degrees now, but sun is setting down. So, but yeah, sometimes it's frustrating. It's not all pretty. So we'll see.
Oh, I just showed them the elderberries also too.
Yeah, that's.
We didn't.
I don't know that they're gonna recover at all. I had over 100 elderberries, and I was gonna pot them up today because they looked so good yesterday, and that's cooked today. So I even took the lid off. I wouldn't change anything, lid off or on, because I think lid on would have made it even hotter, so they would have cooked completely. So yeah, so that's it.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. I am coming at you this morning after getting milk in this morning. Neil, Cindy, and I started reloading the garden center now that we are hopefully out of the danger of frost overnight for the season. The last 3 nights we had everything, of course, inside the store and packed away. Dragon is at the wholesaler this morning, and he is finding so many beautiful things to load up on. So he asked if I was available to come help. So we have borrowed a truck from Judd and Stephanie. I am making my way over to grab another friend's trailer. So we'll have 2 trucks, 2 trailers, and then heading over to meet Dragon at the wholesaler this morning so that he doesn't have to do a double back trip. It is turning out to be a gorgeous day. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend tomorrow. We have brunch at the farm with Lucky Duck, and people over the past few days, even with the threat of frost still here in our area, were asking about hanging baskets, about veggie starts. You know, we have had quite a rough winter here in Virginia. Every season, I say, has been a little extreme and unpredictable. So even when we have weather that is actually seasonable, it's hard to understand that it's normal because we're so used to the abnormal right now. But we want to load up as much as we can while we can over the next few days, especially with our Farm Fest coming up next weekend. So gorgeous day today. Happy to have friends who are always willing to lend us their vehicles, their trailers, their equipment, and their time also too, as Stephanie offered to come help us unload later this afternoon. So we might just take you up on that, Steph. Happy Sunday, everybody. Pardon my voice. I am another victim of the seasonal pollen and allergies. So, Dragon is going to do most of the talking today.
What?
He promised. We are getting set up this morning to open, and in doing so, we have a basket of eggs here. The Dragon is going to come over and talk to us about. Good morning, Dragon.
Good morning, good morning.
Please tell the people what you've done.
So today is Orthodox Easter. Even though I am not really religious, but I grew up, I was raised Orthodox. But I thought it would have been fun to color some of our eggs from our farm and give them away to our customers today. I've never done this technique. I recently seen it on TikTok. I was like, oh, let's try it and let's see how it comes out. And I'm extremely happy how it came out, and they look really marbly. So, but yeah.
What did you do? How did you get this?
So these are different onion peels. You have red onion, yellow onion. You also do some chop up some paper, and then you color it in boil the eggs in red cabbage. So red cabbage gives this gray color, and different color onion gives these shades of browns and reds, and little pops of really light color. That's the paper, just for the contrast. But yeah, like this one is really, really pretty.
And how did you get that shine?
Oh, this is just a vegetable oil, just to make it shine a little bit. But yeah, super happy how it came out. Better than I expected, even though it was a little tedious. So this one is very little color, but it looks really, really good. But yeah, so gonna have probably another busy day. We had a busy Saturday yesterday. We already had a busy morning. We moved the lambs and sheep since we had doing the two separate pens down in the orchard. So that worked out well. Still need to clean up around here and get the store ready. So.
All right, let's get to it. We are minutes away from the store opening, and we still have quite a bit of things to get done, and then get the gate open for folks to show up. Well, Dragon, we've made it to the end of the week.
I did.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
How you feeling?
Yeah, so you see, I have this cut right here. It hurts. Somebody can look at this. Look at these hands. They don't say we don't farm. Look at this. Good. It's been a super exhausting, super busy week. Weekend was crazy busy. So we seen us loaded up 2 truckloads of plants, and I think we got rid of half of them. Sold over half of them this weekend. So the response from our vineyards, as always, has been amazing, and this is just a start, as we had Farm Fest coming this coming weekend. So we have a lot of prepping to do, a lot of work to do. Just looking at the sheep. We have them in the orchard. We started long it's been?
Monday.
Oh, it's this week? The
Mhm.
same. Oh, okay. So Monday, so 6 days ago. Pretty much have to move them almost every day, but can show them on the other side. They kind of clean up each aisle of especially down towards the bottom. Really nicely, they clean up the orchard, and I love the progress. As annoying as it is to move them every day, but they definitely, I can see the benefits. You can see some of the mamas, they look pregnant. How good they eat on this grass. Could we had them up on the other side of the fence by the old duck shed. That grass is completely mowed down to zero, and that's just in 24 hours. But yeah, look at the black and white mama. Freckles over there. She looks massive. Like their bellies are full. They're laying down, chewing cud. This lady right here. That's yeah. It's really nice. We still have a couple of more rows to go through, and then we'll probably put them back in the pasture and exploring some other options for the sheep. So, anything else?
No, that's it. We'll finish off the rest together, I guess.
All right.
This brings us to the end of our vlog for this week. As always, we want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking in on us. As you can see, the weeks are consistently getting busier and busier. There were a few things that we recorded earlier this week and even a week ago, or several weeks or several months ago, that we haven't officially talked about. One is the tulips that we have planted on the side of the road outside. You will notice that they are in the shape of 4 letters, LOVE, spells love. And so we planted that, was the end of the year, Dragon? Or this year?
November.
We got those tulips in the ground, and I took some video on Easter and some photos that I have up on the screen now, just in case by the time we got around to talking about it, it wasn't as visible. So we have had several customers who have been able to slow down enough while they pass by, who have seen it, noticed it, and come in and talk to us. Dragon, what else do you want to say about the love sign area?
Love sign, yeah. So you guys remember last
November.
Was it November?
It was November, the day after the election.
Oh, day after. Yeah. That area was trashed there. So this was kind of one of our responses to that, fight hate with love. So we gonna continue actually to try this. Tools for us to try out to see how they're gonna grow there. Would like to try some other annuals there, so keep blooming and keep their love sign.
Yeah.
So
I've told a few people kind of unofficially our slogan here is Gardening Gates Farm where love grows, and so now we are putting that in action in a different way that's a little more visible and tangible for folks who happen to be passing by the farm and some of our regulars who visit as well. Another thing that we did earlier this week was place out an old tractor on the side of the road, but it is more than just an old piece of farm equipment to us. That tractor was gifted to us by the father of our friend Christopher Cusera, our neighbors across the street. You might remember us talking about Chris and Zach, who we lost tragically in a plane crash back in July of 2024. They were our very first friends, very first people that we met when we moved to King George, and they lived directly across the street from us. They owned a historic property called White Plains. Our property at one point was part of that property, and we became fast friends. We missed them dearly each and every day, and it was really heartwarming for Chris's dad to say that he wanted us to have that tractor gifted it to us when our friends passed away. And it's kind of a way for us to say howdy neighbor every time we see that. We still expect them to show up at any minute, but we know that that's not the reality that we live in anymore. But we do miss them dearly every day.
And as much as we love, as Chris has then gifted us that tractor, and that was a working tractor. He changed the oil, changed the filters, changed everything to it, and unfortunately, engine just blew up. And it kind of shows that that tractor was meant to be for Chris and Zach and for that farm working, and now it's just going to be a little
Memorial.
memorial.
Yeah.
Yes, memorial for we would like to do something else for it, so officially make it a memorial for that. But I'm actually, as pissed off as I was when engine blew up on the tractor. Now looking back, I'm actually glad that it did, and that it became what it became now. So,
Absolutely.
and that's it. Got plenty of other stuff. There's some babies in the middle of the parking lot, and we're gonna show you those. So that was fun. Did you record it?
No, we haven't. No.
Yeah. So we're gonna show that from next week. Busy week coming up. We're gonna try to capture that. So yeah.
All right. We've mentioned Farm Fest a couple of times. That is coming up this weekend, which means lots of activity to prepare for that, as Dragon has mentioned. We hope that those of you who are within driving distance have it on your calendar, and we're looking forward to seeing you here, joining us Saturday and Sunday, April 18 and 19 from 10 to 5. Lots of fun things happening throughout the season, and we look forward to bringing you along for as much of it as possible, as always.
That's it. That's now it's coming.
All right.
Get some dinner.
Got to get some dinner. We both desperately need it, and a little bit of rest. And in closing, as always, if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you again real soon.
See you next week.